Hey, I'm Dr. Josiah Ryabinov with Airrosti Rehab Centers. I'm here at the track at Riverside High School in Virginia with Heather Hanscom. Heather is a terrific runner who PR'd her marathon at Olympic trials at a blistering pace of 2 hours and 31 minutes. Today we're going to be talking to you a little bit about mobility and stability for the ankle joint, which is very important whether you're a runner or anybody else. Let's have a look at the exercises. The first thing we're going to take a look at is the ankle joint. We want to know if the ankle joint has the appropriate amount of range of motion. A really simple test is to place your foot with your toe about 4 inches away from a wall. You're going to try to touch your knee to the wall without letting your heel come off the ground. If you don't have a ruler handy, what you can use is an iPhone. A regular iPhone is about 4.5 inches long, and if you go just shy of that, you'll know if you have enough range of motion. One of your first lines of defense, whether you're running or lifting, is the connective tissue on the bottom of your foot. This is called plantar fascia, and many people don't get to know it until it becomes a problem in plantar fasciitis. So we're going to try to get ahead of that by using a lacrosse ball to loosen up any tight spots in the connective tissue. So Heather, what I'm going to have you do is just place your foot on top of the lacrosse ball, and you're going to scan from your big toe back towards your heel, putting as much pressure as you can stand, looking for any tender spots that jump out compared to the tissue around it. Once you have found a tender spot, what you're going to do is pause and hold on that spot, and you're going to wait for it to begin to ease off. As you hold, within 20 to 30 seconds, you should notice that the tenderness begins to diminish and that you feel it feeling more like pressure instead of pain. Our second line of defense when it comes to running, walking, and lifting is the calf. We're going to use the lacrosse ball very similarly as we did in the bottom of the foot. We're going to roll the lacrosse ball from just above the heel up into the meaty part of the calf, scanning for tender points. If we find a tender point, we're going to hold on it for again about 30 to 90 seconds until it eases off. What we don't want to be feeling is anything that indicates we're directly pressing on a nerve or a blood vessel. This means your foot's falling asleep, you're feeling shooting pains down into your toes, or you're on just skin and bone. This is for the soft tissues. When you do find a tender spot, you can park and hold on it, and you can also wiggle your toe around to begin to move the tissue underneath the ball. Now that we've addressed the soft tissues on the bottom of the foot and the calf, we're going to turn our attention to the ankle joint itself. For running and squatting, it's crucial that the ankle joint can rock back and forth. What we're going to do is use a jump stretch band to improve the ankle joint's range of motion as we push the knee forward. So what Heather's going to do is she's going to get into a lunge position. We're going to attach the band either to a pole or to a friend, and Heather's going to place the band just on the very lowest point in her ankle. The next thing she's going to do is push the knee forward towards the pinky toe until she feels like her heel is just about to come up. If you want to know a good marker to be able to shoot for, you can place a PVC pipe or a pole just to the outside of the pinky toe, and you can try to shoot the knee just outside the pole. You can repeat for 2 sets of 10. The next thing we're going to focus on is stability of the foot. The foot has a bunch of small muscles inside of it that directly support the arch. These are often neglected when it comes to strength training. What Heather's going to do to activate these muscles is she's going to lift her toes off the ground while leaving the base of her big toe, pinky toe, and heel on the ground. And what you'll notice is that the arch gets nice and high on the inside of your foot. She's going to hold that position. If you can hold that for 10 seconds, excellent. Then we're going to begin to progress in difficulty. So she's going to allow her toes to fall down without allowing the arch to collapse. So the toes are going to come all the way down. If she can maintain that position, then she's going to lean forward and still try to keep that arch from collapsing, holding again for 10 seconds. Thanks for joining us for another Mobility Monday, and thank you to Heather for helping us out. We hope you got a lot out of it, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.